Imagine a world where people believe they had discovered the next Bitcoin, where ordinary individuals poured their life savings into what they thought was the future of finance. A world where seminars filled with cheering crowds, flashy lights, and inspirational speeches convinced millions they were about to become millionaires. But behind the curtain, behind the glitz and glamour, a web of deception was spinning, more intricate than any Ponzi scheme before it. This wasn't just any scam. This was OneCoin, a so-called cryptocurrency led by a woman who came to be known as the Cryptoqueen. Her real name? Ruja Ignatova. She promised the world financial freedom. She claimed OneCoin would overtake Bitcoin. She told thousands of people, from Europe to Africa, from Asia to Latin America, that they were pioneers of a new financial revolution. But the truth? There was no blockchain, no mining, no transparency, nothing. And in the shadows, billions of dollars were vanishing, $4.4 billion to be exact, disappearing into secret bank accounts, luxury apartments, and private jets, all while Ruja vanished off the face of the earth. This is the incredible story of one of the biggest financial scams in history. A tale of greed, lies, manipulation, and one woman who fooled the world and disappeared without a trace. This is the story of the OneCoin scam. Ruja Ignatova was born in Bulgaria in 1980. A gifted child, she moved to Germany with her family when she was just 10 years old. She grew up excelling academically, later attending Oxford University, where she earned a degree in law. She spoke multiple languages, held a PhD in economics, and worked for prestigious consulting firms like McKinsey. Elegant, charming, and always dressed in high fashion, Ruja branded herself as a visionary, a genius in finance and technology. She called herself the Crypto Queen. In 2014, Ruja launched OneCoin, claiming it would be the cryptocurrency to replace Bitcoin. She described Bitcoin as flawed, too slow, too volatile, too risky. OneCoin, she claimed, was better, faster, easier, safer. She promised riches to those who joined her movement early. The world believed her.
Really a pleasure for me to be here 1.5 years after we launched our cryptocurrency OneCoin. I think today we spoke a lot about the network, the vision for the network, how big we want to be.
At first glance, OneCoin looked like a legitimate crypto project. It had a website, white papers, promo videos, and high-energy conferences. Investors were told that they were purchasing educational packages on cryptocurrency. These packages, ranging from $100 to over $100,000, came with tokens that could be used to mine OneCoin. But behind the curtain, there was no blockchain, no decentralization, no transparency. OneCoin's blockchain was a complete fabrication. There were no miners, no transaction verifications. The entire thing ran on a private, centralized database. The price of the coin was manually adjusted by the company to give the illusion of growth. In reality, OneCoin was a Ponzi scheme. Early investors were paid with money from new investors. And the supposed crypto mining? Nothing more than fake numbers on a screen. The scam exploded globally. Ruja and her team launched aggressive recruitment campaigns in Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. She spoke to crowds of thousands, charismatic, passionate, and always in control. She declared that OneCoin would bank the unbanked and revolutionize the financial world. People were convinced. They poured in money. They recruited friends and family. Some sold homes and life savings. In poor regions of Africa and Southeast Asia, OneCoin was seen as a golden ticket out of poverty. By 2016, OneCoin had amassed more than 3 million users across 175 countries and over $4.4 billion in investment. But while her followers celebrated, governments began to investigate.
A very big sector, banking and insurance. So Bitcoin somehow popped up and we were discussing it. And if I'm very honest, I did not believe in cryptocurrency. I did not believe in all this concept of digital currency, anonymous transactions and so on. But I still was following Bitcoin. And it got more and more successful and it got more and more interesting.
By 2017, US and European authorities were closing in. Internal documents had been leaked. Whistleblowers came forward. A former partner described how Ruja laughed at her investors, calling them stupid and saying, "They deserve it." Investigators discovered the truth. OneCoin had no real cryptocurrency. It was one of the largest financial frauds of all time. On October 25, 2017, Ruja boarded a Ryanair flight from Sofia, Bulgaria, to Athens, Greece. She was supposed to fly back days later to speak at a conference in Lisbon. She never showed up. She was never seen again. The FBI believes someone in her inner circle tipped her off. Some reports claim she traveled from Athens to Dubai. Others say she fled to Russia with the help of powerful allies. Some even suggest plastic surgery and a new identity. She disappeared, vanishing into the shadows with billions of dollars and the world's attention. After Ruja's disappearance, her brother Konstantin Ignatov took over the company. But in 2019, he was arrested in Los Angeles and pleaded guilty to fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy. Another associate, Mark Scott, a U.S. lawyer, was convicted of laundering $400 million through fake investment funds and offshore accounts. But despite arrests, court hearings, and global investigations, over $4 billion remains unaccounted for. The victims? Left with nothing. Many lost their homes, their savings, even their families. In some countries, suicide followed bankruptcy. Families were torn apart. Lives were destroyed.
I think this is really significant. And we've been on this story since 2018. And I'd say in that time, this is one of the most significant developments. There's a $100,000 reward out for information on her. And I think what it means is that, well, firstly, that they're taking this seriously. They understand the scale of this scam, which wasn't the case for a long time. And also that they do think that there is information that public might have that could lead to her capture, which, yeah.
Ruja Ignatova remains on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. There's a $250,000 reward for information leading to her capture. Some believe she was murdered. Others say she's living a luxurious life in Dubai or Moscow under a new identity. In 2022, authorities raided a luxury penthouse in Dubai believed to be linked to her, but found nothing. What's certain is this: Ruja was smart. She planned her escape, and she may still be out there. The OneCoin story isn't just about crypto. It's about human greed, trust, and illusion. It's about how even the smartest people can be fooled by someone who knows exactly what they want to hear. It's a story of lies dressed as truth, of confidence wrapped in deceit, and of a woman who vanished with billions and left a trail of shattered lives behind. If you found this story shocking, subscribe to Exposed for more deep dives into the world's biggest scams, mysteries, and truths they don't want you to know. Until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay exposed.